Baby doll, look at you! Welcome back, friends. Advanced topic today for my baby doll baby cakes. But you're going to learn today. So even though it's advanced and we're going to talk about layer 1 chains and applications, if you don't learn this, you're going to make a trap formed and you're going to walk right into it. You're going to lay your own coffin. So Amazon is the example we're going to look at today. And it's going to tie into crypto. See, most crypto influencers, all they talk about are layer 1 chains. Layer 1 chains were a hot topic in the previous cycle. Let's have a look. Amazon only exists because of transport companies and roads, okay? Keep this in mind. I'm going to stress this to you. Amazon, the company, you know, Jeff Bezos, who doesn't even run it anymore, they're walking around delivering items to you. You bought your mittens, you bought your beanie, you bought your new socks, you bought your little helicopter hat. Someone delivered them to you. Amazon does not exist without them, all right? It only exists because of the transport companies, the trucks, the roads, the toll companies that actually push it out to you. Yet, let's go, friends. You can call Amazon an application layer. It is. Amazon's the application. It's a marketplace for you to go buy your new fluffy mittens. It's exactly like in crypto, a decentralized exchange or any other application, a money market, right? And the transport company itself, they're actually the layer 1 chain. Okay? The transport company, the trucks, they move everything. And now you know, right? You know this. You go, well, Amazon, like, think about this, right? If you remove Amazon tomorrow, the transport companies are still around. However, if all truckers and distribution centers and couriers go on a strike because they demanded fluffy slippers to be handed to them at the next Christmas party, well, Amazon goes straight to zero. You don't exist anymore. Amazon can't exist without its layer 1, the truck companies, okay? Yet, baby doll pumpkin pie with a cherry on top. Yet Amazon is valued at 1 trillion market cap. Huge. It's the most. It's valued the most. Think about this. What's going on? How come it's like this? The best part about being in crypto, not only are we degenerates who don't sleep, want to squirt water pistols in our head, and we don't even wear pants half the time because we just don't have any money anymore in a bear market, you got something else to sprinkle here, right? We have real world examples from the stock market boomers to look at. And I'm here as a messenger to give you this valuable information so you can become more wise with me. I'm here to empower you because you're a baby doll friend. Okay? Amazon is worth more than them. Think about this, all right? Now, most people stop here. They hear this information and then they go back to drinking their room temperature orange juice. What do we do here? We go to the fridge, we get 3 ice cubes, we dunk it in, and I'm telling you right now, this will happen in crypto. Yes, it will. I feel it. I know it will. 100%. Layer 1 chains, no one's getting a libido boost from that. No one. People only talk about layer 1 chains because they're dreaming about their potential price pumps. And you might say to me, oh, but isn't that all of crypto and assets? Yes. However, layer 1 chains only pumped in the previous cycle precisely because not the majority were thinking about the price pump. People just thought, oh, there's a new layer 1 chain and there seems to be value here and there's going to be all these applications deployed. There's going to be a DEX and an Olympus DAO and an NFT marketplace and I get to own a part of a city. See this retailer narrative drummed up? That's what they were dreaming about. Nobody is taking off their pants and their bra and their wig for layer 1 chains now. And you might have a rare case like PulseChain, but I'm talking about the majority. We are like, what? PulseChain, we're one out of like 25 other layer 1 coins. No one cares about them. Nobody cares. They're part of the ecosystem and they might wear the brand and the logo, but we all know why they're really there. Well, I know. I'm telling you now. They're there for the price pump. And when they see that the price ain't going up so much because they aren't the winning layer 1 chain of the hot season, they're going to be very disappointed and they're going to be realizing, I got trapped. Well, they're not going to realize they got trapped till it's too late, okay? So I'm telling you now, Layer 1 Chains values, the market cap, all the value in there in Layer 1 Chain, it will be flipped by applications. It will happen. Layer 1 Chains will not accrue everything. Now, I think there's some point where it becomes dangerous for the Layer 1 chain not to be worth as much, but I'm sure at that point, the application can just leave and just make its own mini little chain and we have more composability at that stage. So just to let you guys know, when we talk about crypto and existing on a Layer 1 chain, this is in 2023. I'm pretty sure one day in the future, there will be a solution, a formula for communicating applications across chains, which is why I like Chainlink. They have a solution for that. There's CCIP. So everybody connects the data to Chainlink and then any application, any entrepreneur on any chain can grab the data and it's feeding in from everywhere. So they're working on a solution for it right now. And chains will be able to talk to each other. So really, if you have an application on Ethereum, you don't even need to exist on Ethereum in the future. You can exist somewhere else, but still grab Ethereum user data. Surprise, surprise. We're a bit still too early for this. It's being built now. Retailers don't understand it, don't know it, but I'm just letting you know this is on the agenda in the future. People talking about Layer 1 chains don't know what they're talking about. They are mid-curving. I was a mid-curve many times in my life. When I was a wee little pup, I was a cute little puppy trading in investments and markets and doing my thing starting 2011. And I slowly realized, damn, every single time I thought I could predict the future, I'm actually the mid-curve. But it stops now. By the way, it stopped now ever since I came into crypto because the cycles are so accentuated that it makes it so much easier. But I'm letting you know, okay? I didn't start here as a complete genius. I got bitch slapped a couple of times, all right, with everyone else at the very, very beginning. So here I have these examples, right? Now, you might conclude from this that, hey, does this mean PulseX, the application layer, is going to go better than Pulse? Well, maybe, but that shouldn't be the ultimate conclusion from this. I'm just letting you know this type of information it's to keep under your belt. It's to keep in your pocket. It's to keep in your brain with little salty peanut brain. We're just trying to look into the future so you understand the trend going on. I'm not meant to say, hey, this is a direct one coin, will go better than this, because it doesn't really matter right now. The crowd doesn't even know this yet. The crowd doesn't realize they're going to get fooled, or they are being fooled by all the YouTube and the Twitter influencers who are just shilling these Layer 1 chains, all these other trash ones, okay? And I've already told you, I can see the future, friends. There are too many chains. There are too many coins. There's over 55,000 now. 20,000, 50,000. There's just too many coins, and they're going to keep making them. Therefore, it is not appropriate to do my 2021 scattershot bull market approach, where you try to buy 300 to 500 coins and try to feel a lot of coins and see what's good and learn the stories. You're not going to get anywhere doing that. There's too many now. There's too many timelines going on. The best strategy is to hold. This is what I've decided, right? So right now, you can't see me, but I actually am wearing pants. And I'm here to let you know, from what I've learned in the past, adaptability is the key. So in my mind, the best strategy I can think of is, and I thought about it a very, very long time, in the shower, on the dunny, doing handstands, on the treadmill, pumping biceps. Best strategy is to hold core portfolio coins and don't touch them until we start to sniff a new narrative appearing. And then what we can do is hyper-focus like a torpedo on that narrative, get the outskirt coins by rotating a tiny bit of your core, not everything, a tiny bit, and try to play the copycats and the narrative and momentum, maybe with 5% or 10% of your portfolio. your barbell, your lottery tickets. That's the best strategy because, right, I don't know. Is Polkadot going to take off? Is Near? Is Monero? Is Dash going to make an ecosystem? Is Litecoin going to get an EVM? Is it going to be Dogechain, Shibarium? Is it going to be any of these other chains, man? Solana? Is Matic? I have no idea. You have no idea. Arbitrum, Optimism? There's too many. And each one has like 50 to 100 applications. How the hell are you supposed to buy 5,000 coins? You get shredded by the transaction costs themselves. So we're just going to have to wait for the retailers to get a libido boost and to get excited. That's what I believe. Now, why I've even put this post is, friends, to continue with Amazon, right? This is such a beautiful example to see. So you're not missing out on anything because not only do I have a strategy that adapts to the next iteration of the crypto market, and we're going to beat the crowd again, not only do I have that strategy, but I actually have the theory and real-world rational examples to tell you, okay, it's actually not optimal to just go buy 15 layer 1 chains. You know this, right? If you see an influencer who says, oh, top 10 coins to make money, oh, here's BNB, here's Solana, here's Matic, here's Arbitrum, why don't you go buy Arbitrum? If you hear that, just please click unfollow and mute that account. And if you're following them on YouTube, just unsubscribe. I don't care how entertaining they are. Just click unsubscribe. It will feed you junk. Because at some point in the next 6 to 20 months, when the one ecosystem starts to get traction, one of the 30 they missed, right? One of the 30 they listed, they're going to hyper-focus on that. And you're going to forget that you shouldn't have been following them in the first place. Because these people who have these followers, they're very good at dressing up information. They trick you. Because when something's legit, they're good at synthesizing marketing material. Me, I'm good at winning. So I can synthesize the picture of what's going out there and I can hit a home run with it. I'm here sharing with you what I do. These other people, they're good at scamming, basically. Let's just use the word scam. They're good at grifting. They're good at convincing you that they know what they're talking about, which we know they don't. And then when the narrative starts appearing, they're very good at, like, they know they know which newsletters to read, they know which YouTubers to watch, they know how to put information and logos and banners on like a tweet or a YouTube page and make it look like, I've got this whole ecosystem covered. I've seen it time and time again. They don't know what they're talking about. You shouldn't be following them or listening to them. They will fill your head, your precious little head, with our salty little peanut brains. You're going to get filled with the wrong information. And then, unfortunately, you're going to get lured because you're going to miss the first one and the second one. And on the third one, you're just going to follow them like a blind puppy. And it's going to be the end of the cycle. This is what happens every single time, okay? This is why it's important. We already know, right? Amazon can't run without trucks, distributors, and suppliers. And here I am bringing you this information, friends. Yet the market gives Amazon more value. Just think about that. Right, so this is why it's beautiful. I know there's too many layer 1 chains, too many copycats out there. You need a sticky community, right? We already know this. PulseChain and Shibarium, right? Sticky communities. But there's like 30 layer 1 chains out there. So we've done the research. I've done the research, and I can tell they're sticky because I've gone in there, got my head dirty, played in the sewer. Many retailers, friends, walking straight into a layer 1 trap. We know it. We know it. They are. BNB coin, Solana, Arbitrum, Optimism. Oh, no one cares, man. It's literally a bridge click away from the ecosystem and everyone's gone. Like a fart in the wind, they just disappear. Very romantic. No one knows you did it. No one can smell it. That's exactly what the participants of all these chains are. Now, I've used this very descriptive language for you, and I've put it all together for you, but I've got to let you know, right? 95% of people haven't figured this out yet, and they refuse to figure this out. But I know why. Luckily, I understand markets, friends. They don't care what I'm saying. All they know is, okay, let's remove this. All they know is that the year 2021 was a year we existed, and there were coins in these two waves of Bitcoin. There were coins going to the moon. Phantom, Solana, Near, Avalanche, BNB went up. All the other ones, Matic, That's all they know. So effectively, it comes down to my age-old, eons-old life lessons. Green candles make you smarter. Okay? So they weren't actually knowing or caring about what's really going on here. All they were doing was seeing these green candles. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, and this green candle up here. That's actually all they were really focusing on. I don't even know if they've admitted it to themselves. It's going to take a long time for people to really understand this. But by then, the crypto market is mature, and then we're probably too late to make euphoria gains, okay? So the prices went up, and then they decided to love all the coins. But we know the price went up first. Then they started to love it. We know this. That's why I'm here putting the pieces of the puzzle together. So I like that I can see this trap. It hurts me that people are going to get absolutely rinsed again. Okay, but we're ahead of the game. What can we do? I've tried to save everyone. I don't really care. All right. You're here listening to me. We are baby doll friends. You're a baby cake. Confirm our friendship in the comments if you hear this. You already know the game. All right. We're just here to not get trapped. That's what they're all going to do. Right. You know, so there's two parts to winning. The first is to see a trap and avoid the trap. Okay. That's critical. That's only 50%. So we've seen, okay, everyone's in layer 1 coins because they pumped in 2021. They think it's going to repeat. It's probably not going to repeat the way they think. Okay, so we avoided that. But the next part is actually finding and being around, circulating the winning coins and projects. That's the next part. That part ain't so easy. However, you significantly increase your probability of wins by keeping an open mind. See, if we know what the trap is, then at least we're looking at everything else. Because those people in the trap, they don't know about anything else. They're just looking at the trap. So we have the edge, you could say, a competitive edge over the market. And we can be another step removed from them when we start to look at things like buying religious Ponzi scam cults that everyone thinks is going to zero, buying coins that are deeply undervalued. This is what I do. This is what I love doing. I love doing this. And you get it for free. Isn't that funny? So I've even mentioned here, you are my friend, which is probably the most prophetic and most eureka moment of this whole thread. So friends, look. Don't ever forget this, all right? Don't forget this. You are listening to me. I know friends, I know narratives when I wasn't even around. I came in here, I got a message the other day, right? His friend told me, it was on Telegram. He said, how do you know about previous cycles if you came in at the end of 2018? And I said, Habibi Albi, what do you think I do all day? I go and I watch the videos of old people. I go and I learn, and my brain just absorbs everything of the past so we don't repeat their mistakes. What's that lesson about history? The people who don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat them. It's all buried here. It's all buried here in the charts. I know these, right? I know these. Like, I know alt season in 2013 was literally 1 month. November 1st to November 30th. Litecoin did a 20x. Old season, literally 1 month, the final blow off. Places in time, I wasn't even there, but there are stories buried in here. But that's why you're listening to me, you're watching me, follow me, because I can convey this to you and go, hey, we can learn a lesson here. Let's not write everything off. The people of the past weren't stupid. It is what it is. Okay. So every single time Bitcoin had a peak, right? Every single time people fell in love with what they were holding. And it's the age, it's the age-old investment adage, like don't ever marry your coins, etc., etc. But we got to play the game properly, all right? So because we're dealing with hyper-changing technology, bleeding edge fast over and over again. And every single time there's a new reiteration of it, people think this is the new hot new thing, right? You had fair launches in 2013, fair launches, copying Bitcoin's fair launch. You had Ethereum launching the ICOs here in 2017. Anybody can launch an application right now in 2021. You had NFT, gaming, metaverse, Layer1 Chains, okay? There's going to be new stuff coming out later on. There will be. At the end of the day, most likely the tech that comes out, it's going to be groundbreaking, but it's not going to be, I got to hold this forever type of mood. It's not going to be that because everything is open source. If you go back to the 1870s, I know a couple of you were from that time, right? There were train stocks that went euphoric. It was in the 1870s, 1890s, right? Train stocks. The people, the retailers went euphoric for train stocks. Trains were just coming out and they're making public companies for trains. People got that euphoric from the few train companies out there. Everybody thought they were going to have their own carriage. They would take their own, everybody would have their own personalized carriage to take all around America. What happened was, it was devastating euphoria blow off in stocks. They went down, didn't recover for a long time. But hey, trains still went on to change the world. The lesson to learn from that is one of the number one mistakes retailers make when they buy tops is they incorrectly assume that there will be no competition. They significantly underestimate competition of the future. Just like people buying Ethereum in the third cycle curse, they're probably going to significantly undervalue the competition of other coins and how they can decentralize as well. I want to throw one example, right, friends? Because, we can talk about the past all we want, but I want to talk about something's happening in the future, right? PulseChain. This is obviously some qualitative edge. What I like about Richard Hart, what he did was, he has not full decentralization, but he has just-in-time decentralization, which means the organism of the Layer 1 chain, it's nimble, it's nifty, okay? You might call it centralized. However, if it starts to get attacked, it's very fast to become more decentralized and expand. It's reactionary to it. Isn't this blowing your mind like it did to me? I'm like, wow, I've never seen that before. I've never heard anybody talk about that. None of these chains I've ever heard have spoken like this. Now, Ricardo Corazon has only talked about this like one time, and I know he doesn't want to give away his competitive edge, but I'm thinking about this. I'm like, wow, this is a man who is thinking about improving Ethereum's edge better than Ethereum. Just imagine Vitalik when he made Ethereum. If he could have this foresight, right? Because obviously they're bleeding edge people. Friends, it's very hard to even do this, but imagine Vitalik could foresee, hey, why don't we make Ethereum just in time decentralized, which means it's super fast, but if we start to get attacked and there's censorship, we have fail-safe buttons and the network expands and then validators can be added by votes quickly and then more people can spring up validators and however it works. The jizz jazz, up, down, left, right, clouds in the sky, clouds in below, all this other stuff that we don't know, the technical nerd stuff. And then we get to a place where you have the actual super beast. How about that? No one's ever thought about this. Maybe this is the next wave of crypto, all right? Maybe. Now, I get goosebumps speaking about this because, not because really we're going to change the world, like who cares about that? It's because if my imagination can run wild, I'm thinking about 100 million stock market boomers who have been who've been waiting all year for 12% in their Johnson & Johnson stonk. And I'm thinking about how hard they're going to FOMO and buy our bags. Ladies and gentlemen, call your mum, you tell her you love her.